Hello everyone, my name is Nghi. Today we're going to talk about something very crucial for any website or online business, Google Analytics. So today we're going to look through the basic metrics, the concept of Google Analytics, and how to set up our account. So I would like to think about Google Analytics. I sometimes think about Google Analytics as like security cameras to our store. If its website was a physical store, so the Google Analytics tools will be like security cameras, overlooking everything and tell us what exactly is happening inside. What is like the customer are doing, how what is their behavior and their interaction with our stores, but in like an online version. So let's get started with the first part. So what is digital analytics? So in the simplest terms, it's like the website security cameras or detective. So every time a user clicks, scrolls or buys something, our website will collect that data of the user. Um, so it's like the process of collecting data and turning those data into simple pictures and story and reports that shows you the what, where, and how of user behavior. So it matters because it doesn't make you guess your customer. You don't have to guess, and you instead you just based on real data, real numbers. Instead of wondering why sales are going down, the data will tell you the firstly the acquisition. Where did the customer come from? They come from direct source, an organic search, or through email marketing. um, and the data will also tell you about their behavior. What did they do in your store? Did they scroll the item list, or did they click purchase, or did they click add to cart, and do they finally check out? So and lastly, the data will also tell you about conversion. So did the consumer, did the user achieve a specific goal, like did they buy something or sign up for your newsletter, or they create an account, for example. So Google Analytics, digital analytics is very important because it helps you stop wasting money on bad marketing and improve your website's layout and the user customer journey. And this will shows you how Google Analytics works. So so how does this detective thing work? And to me personally, I think it's surprisingly very simple. When you set it up, you put like a script, JavaScript code. We call it the global site tag on every single page of your website. So think of this code as like a ticket attached to your user, to your customer. So when a user arrives at the website, this code put like a temporary ID badge on their browser. So this ID badge is what we all know as a cookie. So this is exactly why you see those like annoying pop-up notifications asking you to accept cookies every time you visit a new website. So you accepting this badge, so the website Google Analytics can follow you on your journey. What do you do specifically on your session? Um, so this ID badge allows us to track things like where you are in the website, your location, what kind of phone or computer you are using, like technology, and behavior, the pages you visited, and how long you stay, how long you scroll, or did you click purchase, did you add a payment system, and your user demographics also. And next, let's meet the most important concept. Our Google Analytics is tracking. So firstly, users. Think of users as like guests at a party. So new users are someone who has never been to the party, to the house before. And returning users is the users who has a previous ID badge or cookie that is active from an earlier visit, maybe yesterday or last month or even last year. So that is new users and returning users. And secondly is sessions. So session is like a single visit to the website. It's a group of activities that end when the guest leaves or just after 30 minutes of silence, of inactivity. So one person can leave and come back many times. So one user can create multiple sessions. It's just like we can put on a lot of tabs on our computer on our laptop, so they can create multiple sessions. And lastly is page views. So these are the pages that they look into, the user look into. Think of this like rooms in a house. So the total numbers of times any page was loaded. The unique page views just mean that we only count it once per visit, even if they look in the same room in the same page over and over again. It is only the unique page view. Just we only count it once per visit. And next is engagement metrics. So in the old version of analytics, UA, Universal Analytics, we focus on something called bounce rate. Uh, Bounce rate is like imagine that user comes to your website, they look through all the pages and leave immediately without saying anything or doing anything. So that's called a bounce. It's a single page visit with no too little interaction. And that is something we focus on UA in Universal Analytics. But in the new version of Google Analytics, GA4, we focus on something called engagement rate. So Google new system focus on the opposite, the engagement, not the bounce. So this is much more on looking at it in like a positive view. It means that if the guest actually stayed, look around for at least 10 seconds, converted a goal, or look in more than just one page, uh, they actually care about the website, then it's called an engagement. It's counted as an engagement. And time on page, this is simply the average time they spend in a page, in a particular page in the new J4 and the Google Analytics. This is called the average engagement time, like how long they were actually doing something in that page. And next is about acquisition channel. And I think this is very interesting part because it can detect where our user, where our guest, where our customer is coming from. So there are different entrances to our store, our online store. So first, direct source is the direct channel is the when the customer, then when the user type your store name right into the domain, like they type that domain into the search bar, or throughout their bookmark. They know exactly where they are going. They know exactly that they want to go straight to your website without any like intermediaries. And secondly, the organic search. This is like free traffic from search engines like Google, Safari, or in Vietnam, Cốc. They were just browsing through the search results and they found our stores. So so let's take an example. I think so. For example, this is my search engine, Google, and I want to find a nearby KFC. I want to buy maybe yeah. I want to find the website of KFC. I will type in KFC, and I will scroll, and I think this thing is credible, and I click onto this link, and this is counted as an organic search. But if I count in exactly if I'm in another tab, I want to uh, find KFC in the KFC Vietnam website. I will type the exactly the exactly domain that they suggested. Yeah, yeah. And if I click and I go straight to their website, this is called a direct. And if I search into the search bar KFC or nearby fried chicken and I tap into KFC, it is then counted as organic search. So that is the difference between direct and organic search. And next is about paid search. Paid search is traffic from paid advertising campaigns such as Google Ads, Instagram ads, Meta ads, etc. So they are likely to saw your your ads, your billboard, or digital OH, and came in because you pay for that specific ad space. And the fourth channel is referral. You came from a link on another website, like a friend recommending, or another website will come recommending your website. And social is that they saw your store, your website on another social media platform like Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. That is counted as a social channel. And email is usually about email marketing. So you create an email, you send out to a bunch of customer, and they click a link inside that promotional email that you sent them. So that is counted as email marketing. And lastly is affiliate or display. So they came from a banner ad on your partner's website. They are all the ways that from the partner's website. For example, Shopee, they have a banner ad, and they or YouTube. I think YouTube also have banner ads, and they click onto that ad on that banner ad, and they go straight to your website. That is called affiliate or display. And so these are like the seven channels of digital marketing, of traffic in digital marketing, and they are all the ways that people then can find your website. Okay, so we understand the methods, the concept. So now let's go to the more practical steps to set up the Google Analytics account. And so the first step is creating a new account and naming it. So firstly, I will need like a Google or Gmail account. To access analytics, and it's often best that we create a separate email account for our business rather than using our personal emails. Um, just for the business assets, like a dedicated business key. So once I have that, I will have to log into Google Analytics and hit create account. So I will practice that on Google Analytics. So let me share the tab of my Google Analytics. So this is the demo account of Google Merchandise Shop. So it's not actually my Google Analytics, but let's find a way to set up an account. So I am already signed in with my Google Analytics, and now I want to create an account. So I'll click. I'll click admin, and then click that plus button here, and then create account. So um, so this is the account details. I will fill in the account detail. Maybe I want to create a flower shop. I will type in this as the name of the account, just the name of the account, so I can, like, if I have several Google Analytics account, I can separate them. I can know that my distinguishing the name. And next, I will add in the property details. So property names, I think it's property names is usually the website domain. So maybe I'll let's let's take for example that I already have a website domain. So I'll click in the website domain. I'll have the reporting time zone. I'll type the name in the time zone here, in currency, the Vietnamese dong. So yeah. And describe our business industry. I'll choose retail. No retail. Maybe home and garden. Business size small. So this is our business objective. I think I'll choose drive sales and generate leads. Accept. So I will have the source of data below. I can choose a platform like maybe web, Android app, or iOS app. And for now, we'll be skipping here. So let's get back to that is the account setup, and let's get back to more content. So the next step is property configuration. So property configuration is the part that I just did. Like I type in the property name, usually the website name, the time zone, the currency, the industry, and these are all the property details. And then I have completed the property configuration and account setup. And next is a more important part, also a very important part is connecting the Google Analytics account to the actual website. So first, there is two ways to connect to the website. The first is the easy way, or the CMS iteration. So usually for small and medium businesses, they often rely on CMS. CMS is like platforms like WordPress or Shopify or Wix, and it's designed to be very simple to use, and we don't have to do any coding. We don't have to code from scratch, and we just set up with the platform itself. And we usually just need to use the measurement ID from Google Analytics to tap into plug into the website, like what plug into our website like WordPress or Shopify. And now let's take a look at how we can find the measurement ID. Now So now let's find a way to find the measurement IDs in Google Analytics. So first, I will click into admin. I will find data streams and click into web. So, uh, so here, for example, so the website of the Google merchandise is flooded web, and click onto that, and we can find the measurement ID here. And we'll copy this ID and plug it into our platform or website, maybe WordPress, maybe Wix, maybe Shopify. So copy this and plug it into the settings of our own website. And so let's get back to the second way of configuration. So this is the CMS. We use measurement ID, and if we don't have that specific platform, like we don't have CMS, we can use manual installation. So we must install the global site tag manually, and let's it's still in the data stream, and we'll find the global site tag. Um, so let's get back to Google Analytics. So this is the measurement ID. So if we want to manually install that global site tag, we'll scroll down and we'll click into view tag instruction. So we'll click install manually in here. This is the global site tag. We'll copy this and paste it onto the head of the settings of the code in our website. Yeah. So paste it directly into the head section of on every page of our website, and that's it. That's it. That's the menu installation of the website. So we will start tracking immediately, and that is also the end for our Google Analytics setup. So to wrap up, we have covered the basics of Google Analytics. Like we know that digital analytics is like the security cameras in our stores that uses ID badges or cookies to track our users, our guests during their session of visit. We then look at the difference between a bounce and engagement, which from in the here and and now in the future we'll focus more on engagement rather than bounce, and the like the acquisition channels that we look into. And finally, we have walked through the simple steps to create an account and connect it to our website, maybe through the easy way, like the CMS integration or the manual way with the code. And that is also sums up my presentation for this part. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you in the next part also.